Good morning, students, and continuation of the third unit, and that is cognitive process. And in that, the subtopic is learning. Okay, so this topic is very, very important and a compulsory question in examinations. Okay, so listen properly, and it's very, very important topic. Okay, so either it come for the essay, short question, or the so we may not expect, but it's a very, very important unit. Okay, so first is mean by what do you mean by learning? So already you knows that in our daily process we are doing that. What do you mean by learning? Learning means what? So we are acquiring the knowledge from different types of association of our environment. Yes or no? So that is called as a learning. Okay, and the learning is also one process of habituation. Okay, or through our knowledge and through our behavior we are acquiring that works to our daily living is called as a learning. That's a simple meaning what I have given. And here some definitions they have given here. See here, so learning is acquisition of new behavior. So whatever we are learning, so that is not known to us. Yes, so whatever we don't know the subject, or it may be any type of the acquisition means what? Any type of things or the objects, so that we are going to learn which is not known to us. Okay, or the strengthening or weakening of the old behavior. For what purpose we are making the new behavior? Because to strengthen our behavior. Okay, that is resulting our experiences, how much we are learning in our daily life, so that much we are experiencing the new situations. So that is the meaning of the definition of knowledge. Okay, so or it is also called as learning. Yes, and one more definition is learning is acquisition of habit, knowledge, and attitude. So what you are saying, acquisition means acquiring of the habits means, so it is a process whenever you are learning daily, not only the subject what you are learning now. So in your day to day life, so one or other way you are learning the new things, right? Yes, so when you are now present, you are in the home, so what you are doing, so whenever your mother is cooking and you are learning a new thing how to cook the food. Yes, so that is also one type of learning. And how to comb and how to stretch and how to do the certain activities, so that all considered as a learning only. Okay, so these are some of the same meaning of learning. And next one is a nature and characteristics of the learning. So here first one they have given that learning is a process. So from our birth to and till our death period of time, learning is not a constant one, it is a going one, means nothing else but, so till our old age period also will be learning one or other thing, so that it is a continuous process. So we are also experiencing from birth to death, so that produce a change in the behavior. You see that, so whenever you are in a 5th to 10th class, when you are compared to you at a professional stage, yes, so you will be having a change from your 10th class to the your professional course now. Yes or no? So that is a thing. And in these characteristics of learning, so you will be exposing some positive things, or it may be the negative things you are going to expose in the learning. And also learning prepares the individual to adjustment and the adaptation. So what do you mean by adjustment adaptation means, so if you have the process of learning, if any struggles comes, yes, so you will have the process of adjustment. Okay, so that you are going to learn in your learning process. Okay, and whatever we are learning, and it should have some purpose and goal oriented. Yes or no? So if I'll ask the question that, and why you are studying a BSc nursing as your professional course means, yes, you will be having your own ideas of orientation of learning. Yes or no? And you have the scope of learning. So scope of learning means, so what is the purpose to do a BSc nursing? So you will be giving a various answers that, yes, and to help the people and to care the people, so that is your scope, right? So that is the nature and characteristics of learning. So learning is a universe and it is a continuous. Okay, so learning is not only the process between you and me. Yes, in every individual who lives in the society or who lives in this world, so everybody have a learning universal wise. Okay, not only a human being, and whereas the non-living being also is going to be processed. Okay, so like animals. Okay, so these are also a universal process of learning materials, and learning does not include the changes that occurs a part of maturity. So what they are saying that it develops the maturity in the individual. So once you have the knowledge, so you will be having a strength, and wherever you go, I can cope to handle the situation, so that you are going to cope up in your nature and characteristics of the learning. Okay, and next one, so what are the factors affecting of the learning? Okay, so factors affecting here means and factors related to the learner. So what are the factors that affecting the learner means age factors. Okay, so if once the age is crossed above 50, so they will not have the interest to learn, and the smaller children's also. So until one teacher comes and forces and gives a negative force to the student, so the student will not do the work. Okay, so the normal age group only limits the study and the motivation. So with your parents force, and you are coming into this BSc course, and you are forced to study this course, so whether you will having an interest, no. So if you have the don't have the motivation yourself, and if so many are explaining or so many are insisting, you also you're not interested to study in this course, so that is a motivation. And intelligence means as how much you are studying also you are not able to grasp the situation, so that is called as intelligence. Means so continuously you are learning, but you are not understanding the subject, so that if it is not there also, you are not going to cope up. And aptitude, see here aptitude nothing else but it is a kind of developing of the situations. So here what is going to be there here means abilities, these are the specialized skills. Yes, so nothing else but knowing the tricks of some activities. Okay, like for example, like so aptitude test they will give. Okay, so in that aptitude test, and they will give some of the questions they will give. Yes, so how it like means, and like paying of cubic, and they will give the problem solution, and within these 500 meters, and how much of petrol has been done, so by calculation. And these kind of aptitude tests they are going to do. So maturation levels and physical condition of the learner, and mental health and the emotional of the learner. So these are the factors affecting of the learners. And next one, external factors. So external factors means what our environment, and the quality of teaching, and social support, and availability of resources. If these are not supporting, automatically the learning is also going to be degraded. So no, for example now, so the people, and whatever the environment you are living, so if that environment continuously speaking in a Telugu, and they are not using a proper English, so whether you are motivated to learn the English, no. So if your environment is good, so automatically, and you are enthusiasm to listen to the concept. Okay, and next, factors related to the method of learning. So what is a method of learning here? The basic educational levels. Okay, what education you are learning, and length of the working period means so how much hour you are spending for the learning, and the repetition. And once you have studied and you are leaving it off, so means you are able to forget the information, so the repetition is needed. Yes, so for your annual exam, so once you are reading and going for the exam, so you are not going to be successful in your examinations, right? So there should be a repetition. So from where it should be the repetition? From the starting to till ending. So like for example, quarterly examinations, half yearly, and unit tests. Okay, so these all makes the student to be repeated studying. Okay, so if this repetition is not there also, so it may lead to the factors affecting of learning. And next one, verbal learning. Okay, so verbal learning means, sorry, so these are the three factors essential for the learning process. And next one is the types of learning. Okay, so here the types of learning, first one is a verbal learning. So verbal learning means so in which we are going to learn, so the language we speak, we communicate with sign and the picture, symbols and words, figures, etc. So we are using for the verbal learning is called as a learning. So language you speak means, and how I am speaking with you, so that is a language speaking. Communication is also conveying the information. And science means, yes, the deaf and dumb person, how they are using a signs and showing the pictures. Yes, so showing the pictures means, and when I will show the pictures, and you will be having idea regarding of the process. And symbols, words, so that indicates the verbal learning. And next one is a motor learning. So motor learning means and how to drive a car and how to drive a plane and how to drive a scooty and how to draw a diagram and while you are doing FON procedures and how to convey with the equipments and how to do the procedure step by step. So that indicates the motor learning. Okay, and the third one is a conceptual so learning. So conceptual learning means it is a mental image. Okay, so how you are doing means so I'll be giving some concept frame for you. So with that frame and you have to make a so paragraph and you have to make an idea, explain the idea as a generalized. Okay, so for example, TB program is there. So I'll be giving an idea that regarding of theme of tuberculosis. So with that theme and you have to enhance your idea into certain paragraph. So that is called as conceptual learning. Okay, and what do you mean by problem solving? So already you know that problem solving means reasoning, thinking, and imagining. So reasoning means what? So whatever the problem we are having, so that you are putting into the doubt. Okay, reasoning, so why it happened. Okay, so what is the cause for it and how I can have a solution. So you are making a thinking and you are imagination, you are doing a imagination. So if I am doing this thing and whether it is a positive or negative, so everything you are going to make an action. So that is called as a problem solving. Okay, so what is it? Verbal learning, motor learning, conceptual learning, and the problem solving. Okay, and next one is in that only serial learning. So serial learning means what? Okay, so learning alphabets, multiplication tables, like from smallwood onwards until the states of the country and list of the prime ministers, presidents. Okay, so that comes under the serial learning. Okay, and paired association learning. So paired association learning means is learning something associated with others. See here, yes, example like here they have given Ganga. So means Ganga means automatically you will get the idea of river Ganga. Okay, and next one. Okay, so Kishanpur. So Kishanpur is a place of Lord Krishna. Okay, match the following: dog, parrot, milk, animals, bird, and cat. Okay, so what they are saying that yes. So which one? Okay, so already you knows that how they are going to make them as the following means. So dog. Okay, so what the dog will do, barking, and parrot it flies. So like that they are going to do the match the following regarding of all the items. Okay, that is called as a paired association learning. Okay, and next Bloom's domains of learning. So Bloom's domains of learning means this is like a playing of chess and playing of caroms. Okay, so these means it helpful for your cognitive impairment. Okay, and cubic and your psychomotor skills are called as a Bloom's domains of learning. Okay, and cognitive learning and psychomotor learnings. Okay, so these are means get involved in the game and like to play. Okay, and next one is a informal and formal types of learning. So informal means what? So from your parents and your family and friends you are going to convey of learning, and formal way means with your teachers and the schools you are going to learn. Okay, and non-formal learning means like clubs, workshops, and interest groups will be there, right? Okay, so where they will give the information regarding one subject. Yes, so there, so these are the three types of learnings: informal, formal, and non-formal learning. Okay, and these are the types of learning. Okay, and next one, types of learning based on the modes of learning. Okay, so this is very very important ma. So these overall six types are there and these six types will have a different types of theories. Okay, so these are all the theories only. Okay, so I'll be explaining regarding each type of the solution. Okay, first one is trial and error theory, insight theory, third one is observation, and fourth one is conditioning, fifth one is theory of learning, and sixth one is Rogers theory of learning. Okay, so we'll be learning in detail with the examples of this what is one by one. Okay, so first one is they are saying that trial and error theory. So before going for the explanation, and I'll go you to the diagram first. Okay, so here you have seen, right, Edward L. Thorndike's law of effect. Okay, is it clear? So Edward L. Thorndike's law of effect. So here you have seen, yes, so what is the picture is showing here? Cat and the presence of it was locked, the cat was locked, everything. And so outside of these puzzle box, and they have kept a food for the cat. Yes. And to come out from the box already, so there was one trick has kept in this box. Okay, if the cat is pressing over the area of the puzzle box inside, and automatically the door opens, and then the cat can eat the fish what is present outside. See here, the information they are seeing here. Yes. So it is a result experiment performed on the chickens, rats, and the cats. Okay, so what they have done means, so he put a hungry cat in a puzzle box, you have seen, and there was only one door is present. Okay, a fish was kept outside, and the door was lagged. Okay, latched means locked it. Okay, and the repeated movements made the door open, and he repeatedly experimented many times, so the cat learned how to remove the latch and open the door. So what is saying that, and repeatedly only, so we can able to see here. Yes, at a time, so it did not do. So how many times that word, and he has done experiment so many times on the cat, but at last the cat has learned and how to open the door. So learning is also the same thing. Yes, if you are reading one time, if it is not getting, continuous learning process makes the person to be effective. So in order to say that meaning, so he has given the theory. Okay, and what is the summary of the experiment? Nothing else but what is the theme of this experiment. Okay, and this learning process should have the drive. Okay, so here drive means what? The cat is having the hungry, so hungry only made the person to reach the goal. Yes, so what is that goal? And the fish is a goal. Yes, to get the food from outside the box. So what is a block here? The door is closed. And what is a random moment? Trying to get out of the box. And chance success, first opening of the door, and selection, recognizing the right moment to open the door, and learn to open the door. So these are the summary of the learning. Okay, so if you want to learn something, first you should have the drive, and you should have the goal, and if you will be in this goal, you will be having some blocks. Okay, and in that block, so you have to random movements, you have to do random movements means you have to think and try. So then, so you will be successful, and you are going to select and fixate and how to open the door. Understand? So that is example of trial and error theory. Okay, and what are the law of learning based on the experimental learning? So here, the law of readiness. So here the law of readiness means, so always the learner should be physically and mentally should be fit to learn the information. So that is a law of readiness he should have. Yes, so as the when you are seeing a cat, so he is having a drive, that is hunger she is having. So by that, and he is continuously the cat is continuously catching towards and trying and making the process to be readiness to learn that. So then only you can able to catch the learning. Okay, and second one is the law of exercise. Okay, the law of exercise, use and disuse or practice. So what they are saying that, so the law of exercise is very important. So once you are making a learning process, yes, so repetition and practice is very important. Okay, the classroom teaching is only the introduction. Okay, so for example, so we are explaining everything. Yes, so means what we are giving, just we are giving an idea regarding of the subject content, what it is there, but what the student has to do, so whatever the information introduction madam has given, so that you have putting into repetition and practice, so then only you are going to get the learning process. Okay, and the law of effect, satisfaction and dissatisfaction will be there. See here, satisfaction and dissatisfaction. Yes, and if you are repeatedly you are reading also, if you don't have the knowledge and intelligence capability is not there. Yes, so what is going to be there? So sometimes you may have the dissatisfaction in learning, and sometimes if you are trying and repeatedly, and you will be having a satisfaction on the subject. Okay, and that makes you the confident. Okay, so that's a law. So that are the trial and error theory. Okay, so it's very important ma. Okay, easy and very important. Okay, so trial and error theory. So what they have performed, so first they have taken a hungry cat. Okay, so hungry cat and a puzzle box they have taken, and one door was there, and a fish was kept outside, and a door was locked, and repeatedly, so the cat is repeatedly trying to open the door, and it was not opened, and at last repetition and trying, so the cat opened the door and reach the goal. And you know what the cat needs? Okay, she need a drive and she need a goal. And if there is a block, so the puzzle box is a block, and random movement, chance of success, and selection and fixation. So that is a okay. And some three laws they have given, and how to catch